Hi folks, John Ambrozic here from Smail GMC in Greensburg, and today we're going to do a ride along in the new 2019 GMC Canyon Denali. This is the top of the line Denali model, trim level. Really excited, very nice truck, a lot of nice features about it. We're going to take a ride, go through some of the things on the inside. Hopefully you have as much fun as I do. All right guys, so 2019 GMC Canyon Denali right off the bat. The way you can tell it's a Denali is you've got that Denali grille. Chrome, big, kind of in your face. Come to the side here, we have the Denali specific 20-inch wheels. You're gonna have the chrome running boards, chrome mirror caps, chrome door handles. You have the Denali badging on the door there. It's gonna give you a chrome exhaust tip. Around the back, we got the LED tail lights. You got the step bumpers. You're gonna have the Denali exclusive spray-in bed liner with the Denali up there on the back of the bed. You've got your tie downs. All right guys, let's get it on the road. All right guys, so here we are inside the new 2019 GMC Canyon. Right off the bat, things that are new. We've got the new IntelliLink system. Biggest difference in the new IntelliLink system, cloud-based, number one. Number two, no more navigation embedded into the radio. You have an SD card reader that's down here located right above your two USBs. You're gonna have your navigation on the SD card. Nice thing about that, any changes, any updates that need to be done to the navigation system, instead of having to bring the car in, have it reprogrammed, you can just, they're gonna send you a new SD card in the mail. You pop the old one out, pop the new one back in, all your maps are going to be updated. Change the driver information center for you a little bit too, so kind of goes hand in hand, works with the new IntelliLink system. So some of the things you used to just be able to scroll up and down. It would give you all of your vehicle information. There is now just a fixed lock screen, which is going to give you your speed, your digital speed. You actually have a clock now up in the top right corner. Any of the vehicles equipped with navigation, you're going to have little speedometer or the speed limit sign there that's going to pop up and show you what the speed limit is on the roads that you're driving. But the nice thing is, right below your digital speed, it's going to give you the vehicle, how far you can drive with how much gas is in the vehicle. So that is going to be in a fixed setting. So if you see it pushing up and down, normally that's scrolled through your settings. You now go to the right and you're going to have all of your different sub menus along the top. So before they drop down off of the left, they're now across the top. So if you move over into your information screen, now you can pull up digital speed. Your speed limit is going to be there. But now you have your trip 1, trip 2, your fuel range, oil life, tire pressure, oil pressure, transmission fluid, blank page. If you move over, there's your radio settings, navigation, phone settings, and then you have your settings where you can go in and change the different things on your info pages, your home pages. Like I said, it's nice now that you have this actual home page that you can just choose and it locks right into place. Again, it's going to give you your fuel range, your speed, and the speed of the road that you're driving on. So it's real nice. Before it was, it's some people complaining they like to have that fuel range up there. So this gives you your speed limit with that fuel range. Going over just some of the buttons that are on the Denali here. We've got tow package, obviously. So you have your tow haul mode button here. You have your traction control. 4 ways. You've got your bed light. You've got your lane departure warning. So you can either have that on or shut it off. When it's engaged, you're going to have a yellow light here letting you know that it's engaged. And you have your parking sensors. So it's sensors in the front and the back bumpers. Right below that, you're going to have your heated and cooled seats for driver and passenger. Again, you've got couple USBs, an auxiliary plug there, your SD reader, you have a 12-volt charger over there. The Denali is also going to give you the wireless charging capabilities. So if you've got a phone that has wireless charger built in it, you're just going to set that right down here on the charging pad, and right there where your phone setting is, you can see the little green, looks like a lightning bolt. Phone's charging up. So nice feature. You know, you don't have to worry about running the cords through the USB or through the 12-volt charger. Just go ahead and throw it on that pad and it charges up for you. Another new thing for 2019, we have HD backup camera. So you're going to get a nice clear view of what's behind you. The backup cameras previously were nice backup cameras, a little pixelated. Big difference between the 18s and the 19s. So you have your park assist. So as you turn the wheel, those lines are going to turn with you to help you, show you where exactly you're going. So you have your park assist lines. If you're towing, you also have your tow line. So that's going to line you. As you turn the wheels left to right, going to line you right up with your trailer. Make it a little bit easier for you to hook into it. All right, so parking sensors in this, what it's going to do, you're backing up, obviously, if you got your backup camera, but if you start getting closer to the vehicle, you're going to hear it beep. You get a little flashing arrow. The closer you get, it's going to beep quicker. It's going to go red. To the point it will actually just be a solid beep, just to let you know that you're close to something behind you. It's nice because it's going to give you a little bit wider view of what the camera gives you. So it will pick up, you know, maybe it looks like on the camera that you're in the clear. That'll actually just give you a warning. It's just another added safety feature to the truck. All right, so this Canyon Denali is equipped with the 3.6 liter V6. It's going to give you 308 horsepower. With the tow package on here, it's going to give you capability to tow up to 7,000 pounds. That's pretty good for a small truck like this. If you actually option up to the diesel package, it's going to give you an additional 700 pounds of towing. So that's going to top you out at 7,700 pounds, which again, pretty good for a small truck. Now, right off the bat, again, 20-inch wheels, tires. Actually give you a pretty good ride. A little bit different than the other wheels and tires on the SLT. But you get a nice smooth ride. A little sporty ride actually too for this truck. Handles very good. The handling is responsive. The electronic steering assist that comes on this vehicle, again, very nice, just like a lot of other GM's other electronic steering. Lower speeds in parking lot situations, things like that, it's going to give you a little bit more of a boost to help you steer easier. Increase your speed, it's going to draw back some of that assist to give you a little bit stiffer, sportier feel, so you don't traveling at high speeds, and the last thing you want to have is twitchy steering wheel that you just kind of barely move it and it goes off. So very nice, gives you a nice confident feel. Again, this vehicle equipped with a lot of the safety features, so you're going to have forward collision and lane departure warning. So the lane departure warning, again, turn that system on and off right here. When the system is activated and engaged, you're going to get the symbol that's on the button here, which looks like a car leaving the lane. It's going to come up on your driver information center. It's very nice now. The old ones, it used to be at the very bottom, so it was kind of all over the place. This new driver information center, you can see right to the left of where your speed limit sign would be. You have your green indicator light right there showing that the system is engaged. Right below that, you're going to get your little car for your forward collision. So you can see right there, you drift over the line, you're going to get a beep coming from the speaker over here to the left. That green light is going to turn yellow and then also flash to let you know that you are drifting either to the right or to the left. So let me show you this again here. Kind of drifting over to the left, get towards the line, it's blinking yellow, gives you those couple beeps. Come back over and establish yourself in between the lines. It's going to stop blinking and turn green again. So again, as long as it's just a safety feature for you, as long as you are switching lanes using your turn signal, that system will not come on. It's just going to be activated, but it will not beep. It's just a safety feature. So, you know, if you maybe are reaching over for something, daydreaming, kind of look off to the side and you start to drift, it's just a warning that you're drifting out of the lane. So as long as you switch lanes using your turn signal, it just overrides that system. Again, also will be able to be shut off, but the added feature is there if you want to turn it back on. Steering wheel settings on this, still the same. Haven't really changed on this from when the trucks first came out. Behind both sides of the steering wheel here, you're going to have 2 buttons on the right, 2 buttons on the left. Button on the top on the right hand side is going to be your volume up button. Below that, volume down. The left side is going to change your presets on your radio. So top button, you're going to advance forward. Bottom button is going to advance you backwards. The other thing it's going to do is, nice thing if you go into the radio settings in your driver information center. Now these up and down arrows right here on the steering wheel will actually work as your seek buttons on your radio. So if you can see here, if I'm on XM channel 8, if I hit to the top, it's going up to 9, 10, and the bottom button takes you back the other way. So just another one of those things to kind of give you another option so you're not reaching over for the radio. Everything is right in front of you. The one thing I did just notice there, it seems like if you drift to the road to the left, you get a beep coming from this left speaker. And if I go to the right towards the lane, I actually get an audible sound coming from the right speaker. So that's something new that was not on the 18s. So that's nice also. So it kind of gives you an idea of what side you're drifting towards. So that's a cool little feature. I think that they updated, and again, was unaware of that, but just found that out. Again, back to the steering wheel. So we have your right over on the left-hand side, we're going to have your buttons for your cruise control. Top button right here is going to adjust the collision gap for your forward collision. So you're going to have changed it a little bit on the driver information center. You're going to have 3 lines come up. It says collision alert. I'm going to push it. That's going to be a far, medium, and near setting. And then on the Canyons, you still are able to shut this function off also. So the forward collision can still be shut off on the Canyons. Sierras and Yukons you cannot shut off. Hit the button again just to bring it back up, and you can turn the system back on. Right below that button for your forward collision setting, you're going to have your steering wheel. It's like the 3 lines on there. That's going to be your heated steering wheel. So you hit that button. Down on the corner below that, you're going to see a little yellow light. That's going to indicate that the heated steering wheel is on. When the light's off, the heated steering wheel is off. So you can turn that on and off through there. Again, you have your arrows right here that are going to control your driver information center. The check button is just going to, if you want to reset something, or if you want to accept a change in one of the settings, that's going to be your check button. It's also going to come up if something, you're getting close to an oil change, and every time you get into the truck, it's going to tell you to schedule for an oil change, and it's going to sit there. Below that, you're going to see a little box that'll say dismiss. You're going to hit that button to dismiss any of those dialog boxes that pop up. Of course, you have your voice command button, which is going to get you in to make your phone calls, plus allow you to do voice commands as far as entering destinations in for your navigation, any of your Wi-Fi settings, or if you have hands-free calling through OnStar. And then you have your button here that's going to hang up. The other thing that's going to do is if you're listening to the radio, you hit that button, it's going to mute the radio for you. Push it again and it'll bring the volume back up. So I don't know if anybody's ever ridden in the Canyon since they've reintroduced them back in 2015. It's a very, very nice. It's actually roomy for as small as the truck actually is. it's not of course as wide as the Sierra, but gives you, a nice amount of room here. Your armrest here is on the consoles is pretty wide. It's not a little narrow one. You should be able to, if you have somebody sitting in the passenger seat, there's enough room there to share. Seats are very comfortable, supportive. Not, they got some side bolsters on the side. It's not overly aggressive. In both seats, power back and forth, up and down. The back of the seats is just a manual recline. But again, comfortable seats. You're going to have power lumbar adjustment. One of the functions in this is that it was equipped with the tow package. So over here on the left side, right down to the left of the driver binnacle, you have your trailer brake controls. You can adjust your gain. Plus, if you need a little bit extra braking, you've got that controls there. Right below that, you're going to have your headlight knob. Headlights are automatic, but you can turn it on and off. Fog lights on this, you just push the face of that button. It's going to turn your fog lights on. You'll have to do that every time you get in and out of the vehicle because fog lights will not stay on. To the right of that, you have your electronic shift knob for your four-wheel drive. So you're going to have rear-wheel drive all the time. You have an auto setting. You just turn it up to the right, one click. And if I turn this, you're going to see right in front of you on the driver information center, it says four-wheel drive shift in progress. You're going to get a little green indicator here showing that four-wheel drive, and that's going to go away once the four-wheel drive is activated. Again, this is the auto setting. So the auto setting in this is basically going to be like an all-wheel drive setting. So more or less, you're going to be rear-wheel drive based. One of the rear wheels slip, it's going to apply power to the front wheels to compensate for that until it senses the wheels no longer slipping. Then it's going to gradually draw power away from the front wheels and then just back to rear wheel drive. The next setting above that, you're going to be four-wheel high. Again, you can do these three settings as you're driving. The four-wheel high is going to lock the wheels, front wheels and the rear wheels a little bit more together. Not full four-wheel, but it's going to give you a little bit more of a lock. Recommend you don't drive over 45 miles an hour in that setting, but again, you can drive on the highways and the back roads more so than you can in the four-wheel low. And then your next setting, of course, is going to be four-wheel low. Again, that's the one you're going to have to come to a complete stop, shift it into neutral, switch it over. That takes a little bit longer, but that's going to lock your front wheels and rear wheels and give you a more true four-wheel drive. I was telling you about the forward collision. So you see off to the left now, you have your lane departure. You have your forward collision setting. That forward collision setting is going to be, again, that green car. It's going to indicate picking up the car in front of you. So when it's green, you're at a nice distance. If that car was slowing down, you're at a safe distance now to stop and avoid an accident. If you start to get closer to that vehicle, that indicator is going to go from green to yellow. That's going to indicate that now if you need to slow down, you might be at a distance where you're a little closer. You're probably going to have to apply some more brake. If you get really close, you're going to hear a beep. That indicator is going to turn yellow again, flash to warn you that, okay, you may now have a problem avoiding, if you need to stop, avoiding that car that's in front of you. And again, I was telling you here, so you've got your speed limit sign there to the left showing you what the speed limit is on the road, which is nice because a lot of times you travel on the roads and you may not have speed limit signs posted very often on the road. So if you're in a situation where you're in a big enough road that road is reported back and listed on GPS, it's actually going to indicate right there what the speed limit is. So there's no guessing. So it's definitely a nice alternative to your full-size truck. It's going to give you that truck utility without that big bulkiness. Again, most of the time this is probably going to fit your garage a lot more easily than a full-size truck will. That always seems to be one of the determining factors when it comes to people buying these trucks. It's always somebody who, I have a full-size truck, doesn't fit in my garage. It always seems to be one of the factors. Warranty on the GMC Canyon is going to be the same as all the other GMC products. So you're going to have a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, whichever comes first. Going to cover everything on the vehicle except for wearable items, windshield wiper blades, brake pads, rotors, tires, belts, things like that. Your powertrain warranty, 5 years, 60,000 miles. Along with that, if you come down and see us at Smail, some of the different things that we will do there for you, you're going to get a lifetime inspection for as long as you own the vehicle. State inspection, free. The only thing you pay for is your emissions. The other thing you're going to get, if you need to leave the vehicle overnight for any type of service, you're going to get a courtesy vehicle to drive. We also have a shuttle that will drive you up to the mall, take you to a restaurant, grab something to eat for lunch. If you live close, they can run you home, drop you off, so you can stay, at home and wait until your car's finished. And when it's done, they'll come back and pick you up. I have customers that live local and can't make it in for service. I've gone and picked their vehicles up, so we try to go out of our way to make it a customer first experience when you come down to Smail. The other thing we like to do are these ride-along videos. I know some of you might say, I've already seen that video, there's not too much that you could tell me, but again, little things like the lane departure warning, how they move to different sides now when you drift out of the lane. Nice little things like that. When we find out, we like to pass it along and share it with the customers. So again, you may know a lot about the vehicles. When we learn things, we like to pass them along to you to keep customers educated also. Okay guys, so that was our ride along in the new 2019 GMC Canyon. Hopefully you had as much fun as I did. If you got any further questions, stop on down and see me at Smail GMC right on Route 30 in Greensburg, or you can check us out online at smailgmc.com.